What up, AOG family? It's Ace OG. Back on another topic, back on another video. So the title of this video is going to be, Dontay London is a genius. So admin notes. Thanks again to all the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. So Saturday morning, it's coffee time. Yeah, I'm gonna need some coffee for this one because I don't know if I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this one, but this is gonna be a real thing I'm gonna talk about here when it comes to Dontay London. And I think folks need to take notes and, maybe implement this into your YouTube channel if you have one. But I think it's something that needs to be said when it comes to that, because I've seen a lot of comments on his videos, and I'm gonna give my quick spiel on it. First of all, AOG family is what I just made up a couple of days ago. Thinking about, how could I brand myself when it comes to like addressing my subscribers, right? Especially the ones that actually rock with me and, always watching my videos, always following me, always liking the videos, commenting, all these other things. So, it's Saturday, yo. I'm all about acronyms. Because I was in the army is filled with acronyms of everything, right? Sometimes an acronym could mean 4 different freaking things, right? So I made the acronym AOG, which A stands for Ace, obviously, and then OG stands for OG. So I'm saying AOG family, right? So that's what I'm gonna start calling you guys, whatever. So AOG family, what up? But excuse me for looking the way I am right now. I'm pretty tired. Only got about 2 hours of sleep. I've been on the go the whole morning this morning. I'm on what's called on call, my job, and on call meaning that if anything happens on the weekends or after duty hours, I said duty hours, not in the army no more. After work hours, they call me, right? And normal we're on this duty for about 2 weeks, and then I don't have it again for another 2 months. So this morning, on a Saturday morning, I got a call like at 7 something saying that one of the servers are down. Their service is one of our clients. And if anybody knows anything about IT, when a server goes down, that can be a huge thing. So I've worked there for the last 2 hours. So I supposedly did the video about 2 hours ago, but I was working. And after 2 hours of sleep, it's like, I'm almost not about to make this video, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It'll just knock it out. So let's get into it. So Dontay London is a genius. So real quick, anybody that has followed Dontay London, you pretty much have seen his story, how his story has unfolded. He's a young black male that's been on YouTube for a while now, actually about 6 years from what he say. And over the last 6 months, he's actually taken off on his YouTube channel. And I want to say I started watching him around, I want to say either August or September time frame of last year, right before he blew up. And I have no clue why his video went through my algorithm. YouTube algorithm is kind of crazy. It really is, you know what I'm saying? Because this had to have been like a month or so, maybe a month and a half before he actually hit his viral video. So I'm not exactly sure why the algorithm pushed his video to mine. I have no idea, because he was talking about nothing about YouTube. When I first started watching him, all his stuff was vlogs. That's it. And I've never been a person to watch vlogs. So I don't know if there was something in his description that made the algorithm have him pop up on my screen. I have no idea. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, in all intended purposes, I don't think his video or his channel should have popped up on my feed, but some kind of way it did. And he was vlogging, and his vlogs is actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's for like talking about why you shouldn't quit your 9-to-5 job, and he was talking about how his life was was going in the wrong direction because of some of the decisions he made. And, I kind of related to it to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? So, I was watching him, seeing how things go. And then all of a sudden I see that he started emulating some of the things that Dodash was doing. And then all of a sudden, boom, his videos started going viral. One of them at one point, I think went a little bit over 400,000 views, right? Just absolutely crazy. So for a long run, he was actually, making videos about, how you, monetize YouTube and how you blow up on YouTube, how you work the algorithm on YouTube, all these other things, right? Kind of the same thing that DoorDash was doing to a certain degree, but he had his own spill on it, right? And one thing that I would say when it comes to both of them have their own personalities, both of them have their own ways of doing YouTube. But it's anecdotal to them. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know both of them have encouraged a lot of YouTubers to, to create channels, and they've encouraged folks to do the same thing they're doing. And I got to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Because me being a content creator, I think I can speak on this to a certain degree. I would say probably less than 10% of the folks that try what they're doing, it's not going to work for them. It's just not, you know what I'm saying? It's all about personality. It's all about, what the person wants to see. It all depends on what the person wants to hear from the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much of a human factor when it comes to what they're doing. That even though they're working the algorithm's working for them because of what they're doing. But also, you got to also figure and take into account that once they start working the algorithm and the videos start to go out there, they're only holding subscribers and viewers because of who they are as a person. It has nothing to do with the algorithm once somebody actually sees that video. If he had a video that had like 10,000 views and I watched it and I did not like him as for like how he delivered that content, I would click right off, right? It's that's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? You can work the algorithm all day long, but if people start watching you and then within the first 30 seconds or a minute they click you off, the algorithm is gonna die down. So the thing is that who they are as people has helped them blow up. That's just the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? So, when you look at like what they're doing and trying to emulate what they're doing, even if you try to emulate their style and how they present content, like as far as like, being animated and, yelling and pointing all those other things, you're not them. You know what I'm saying? You're not them. So it's like, you have to, you can take some of the tips that are giving you, but you have to put your own spill on it. You cannot totally carbon copy them, because if you try, it's going to fail. It's not going to work. You can't be another Dodash. You can't be another Dontay London. They really came onto this thing on their own fruition, because you got to look at it this way. You had probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people doing the same thing that Dodash was doing, trying to emulate what she was doing. Why in the hell only he blew up off of doing what she was doing? Because he had his own style, and he had his own delivery, and he had his own way of presenting content. And for some reason, it resonated with the folks that watched him. Once again, if you get into the algorithm and you ride that wave of the algorithm, once people start watching you, you got to keep them engaged. And it's not like you're giving out information that's not vital and not good for them to know. Is that who you are as a person is gonna keep these folks on your channel and keep watching you. I can say anecdotal to myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the best presenter of information, right? So I know for a fact that the only reason why I have folks to rock with me is because of who I am as a person and how I deliver things, my character, all of those things, how I look, how I present content, that all factors in. So even though I've worked the algorithm to a certain degree, the only reason why folks are still here watching me is because they want to watch me. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with content after a certain point. You can put the content out there and put the titles out there and put the hashtags out there. But once they start watching you, if you're somebody that they would not even talk to on the streets, they're clicking off, yo. They're not staying. You know what I'm saying? So, it's really anecdotal to your experience of who you are as a person really is. But getting to the reason why I'm saying that Dontay London is a genius, once again, he started working the algorithm. His personality started to reel in viewers and subscribers, and his YouTube took off. It really did. I'm proud of him. Really am. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for him, because he said some things in his vlogs that, that really resonated with, I think, a lot of folks that are, that are from impoverished situations, young men that have no clue what the hell to do with their lives. And I know it resonated with a lot of young folks. I know it resonated with me. So for him to get the success that he has right now, it's a blessing to him. And I hope he keeps going, and I hope he actually, takes heed to God's blessings and try to push himself forward in the best direction possible. But so one thing he did that I think is genius, which I know some folks probably has to push back on this, and I don't agree to a certain degree with what he did when it comes to this either, but I'm telling you, I think he knew he was doing when he did this. And what I'm talking about is the interview he did with his fiance, started talking about his baby mom. Here's what he did. He did a whole interview with his fiance, talking about the relationship with his son's mother, right? And, you know, I haven't watched it because like, I'm not, yeah, I don't like watching stuff like that. Like, I mean, I'll watch his other videos, but when it comes to that, like, I don't know, maybe I'll go back and watch it and actually, you know, make a whole video about that. But, yeah, that's just not my thing to do something like that. It really isn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't like looking at drama to a certain degree, right? But, what I think is ingenious to that is that I think that he already knew there was going to be some triggering going on in the algorithm and with comments and people once he did that video. Because, you know, I know a lot of women, I would say probably like 90% of the folks that comment on those videos is probably women. Women that felt some kind of way that he was talking about his baby's mom. And he said in other videos that he wasn't talking bad about her, but I think personally, this is me, just me, that he shouldn't have did it at all. It should have stayed in house. But the thing is, but because he put that content out there and did that, it engaged people so much that the videos and his channel as a whole just took off. What he did was he literally created a sitcom / reality TV show of his channel for folks to watch. Now, what do we know about reality TV? Reality TV is a big thing. It's been a big thing for a very long time now, right? Matter of fact, my wife has the Real Housewives of Atlanta on right now on rerun on the TV right now. You know what I'm saying? She also watches the Real Housewives of the Potomac, because we're in the DMV area. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those women that are on that show actually live around the area we live in and frequent. But reality TV is a huge thing. It's been a huge thing since the Real World back in the early 90s, I think. No, I'm sorry, not early 90s. I think late to early 2000s. Late 90s, early 2000s. I remember that TV show too. I didn't watch it that much because I was in the Army, and a couple places I was at, I really couldn't get that particular TV station. But you know, reality TV is like one of the biggest market things that television companies have done over the years. And what he's doing is he's creating controversy around his channel. And what that's doing is that is engaging folks, right? So anytime somebody puts a negative comment on that video, or videos he's talking about his baby, his son's mother, and you know, talking with his wife and things of that nature, where he's creating a storyline, right? He's creating basically a reality TV show of his life, and it's getting views and it's getting comments. I've gone into his channel and I saw it. And I'm like, you know what? Even though this is almost considered vlogging, he's still getting views because folks get triggered and they're using their emotions to comment. And the more emotion you get, the richer he gets. I'm gonna say that again. Hold on, y'all. The more triggering and the more emotional you get, the more richer he gets, right? So while you're sitting here thinking about a long paragraph to write on his video, the algorithm is liking your negative comment. And all it's doing is pushing this video out even further. And here's the thing, because he's making those titles, because he's making these videos, the people that's watching those videos are watching all the way to the end. They're not clicking off, right? Because they want to see the whole story. They want to see it in full context. When my wife is watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, guess what? She's gonna sit there and watch it through commercial, all of that, because she wants to see the whole context, the whole story. So he's doing this. He's forcing folks and piquing people's interest of what's going on in his life, and he's forcing folks to literally watch from beginning to end. How's that not genius? How's that not genius? I don't think I would do that. That's just not me, you know what I'm saying? But it's genius. It really is, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I see all these folks in the comments, like, you know, saying like, Dontay, you shouldn't be talking about your son's mother like that. You should have kept it in house. You know, some folks are saying he's a fraud or other things, whatever. But you keep commenting. You keep coming to his page. You keep coming to his channel. You keep liking his videos or disliking his videos or sharing his video. Like, he's running the numbers up because of your emotions, because of you being triggered by what he's saying. That's genius. It really is. So, yeah, that's just something I wanted to point out when it comes to this channel, because I think it definitely needs to be not necessarily explored, but, and I'm not even advocating you actually using this as a tactic for your channel, because you know, You know, controversy can be a double-edged sword, right? You can have followers and subscribers that come to see the controversy, but then in your real life could be in turmoil because of it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes comments can trigger you, right? There's been a couple of times where, you know, I've had videos up here where some folks have said some things, and I don't pride myself being emotional by anything. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times in my mind says like, this is YouTube, right? It's not real life, right? We're talking about real life things, but you know, the person that's on the other end of that comment, I could care less about, right? And to be quite honest, a lot of them are trolling, so they can care less about me. They're literally trying to get something out of me. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And I'm not for the BS. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I made a video about that before. Black folks are here for the BS, and I'm not here for the BS. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really engage with comments that are negative, but there have been some comments. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not gonna lie. My testosterone level went through the roof, and I was really about to go in on some of these folks with these comments. But here's the thing. From what I can tell, when I see his videos and look down in the comments, I don't see him commenting on none of those videos. So this is what I'm thinking that's happening. Honestly, I think for peace of mind, I think he already knows that these videos are going to get a lot of views, and he's intentionally not reading the comments. That's what I truly believe. I don't think he's reading the comments at all. He may have some folks that come to him in real life and watch his channel, like maybe his family members, and are saying, hey, you might not have done, you might should have not done a video, or, you know, a lot of us going in the comments and everything, whatever. But I think, you know, him being the person he is, when I see his personality and how he comes off and everything, I don't think he's reading the comments. I think he's making the video and he's literally intentionally not reading them, so he doesn't get emotional along with the folks that are emotional in the comments, right? Because what that's doing is that's helping him stay the course with what he's doing. He's able to vlog without having all these negative emotions about comments. He's able to talk about YouTube in a positive sense without having negative comments on those negative comments affecting him making those videos. And, you know, there's no different than somebody, you know, taking a break from social media as a whole. I got plenty of folks that have literally deleted or suspended their accounts because they didn't want to be on social media because of the negativity and what was going on in that particular space of social media. So for me to think that he's literally reading through all these comments and actually, you know, seeing all these negative comments is not affecting him, I don't think so. I think he's literally not reading the comments. That's not me. As a content creator, I really want to give value back to folks when they comment in my videos. So I'm the one that always comment on videos. Always. I'm always responding to comments. Like I said, I would say at this point, probably more than 90% of the videos that I've made over the course of my time on YouTube, I have responded to every single comment. I don't care if you even give me a thumbs up. You give me a thumbs up, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up right back. Like, that's just the way I work. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say at some point, I'm probably going to scale too much where I can't comment to every single comment unless you give me a super chat or super thanks. But that's not me. But for him, I think that's even more genius for him not to read the comments, because that's removing the emotional component when it comes to making videos. He even said it. This YouTube is a business for him. He can care less about what you think about his videos and what you think about his content, what you think about his life. He does not care. This is just me saying this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally, but I'm just saying, like, on the outside looking in, I can already see that he does not give a damn about what you think about him. What he's going to do is he's going to run these numbers up. He's going to keep making this content. He's going to keep talking about his son's mother. He's going to keep having his fiance in his videos. He's going to keep talking about YouTube. He's going to keep talking about money, all these things. And he can care less what you say in them comments. Because guess what? The more you comment, the more richer he is getting. It's genius. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the other content creators that have not done this. I'm just saying that me seeing this in real time is, yeah, hats off to him. You know what I'm saying? I know some folks probably going to come into the comments of this video saying that Dontay London is a scammer. He's a fraud or other things. But I can't believe you're supporting somebody like this. Hey, guess what? He's a content creator. Point blank, period. That's just the bottom line. He's a content creator, right? So regardless of what you think about him, he's a person that creates content. So if you don't like the content he's presenting, don't watch his channel. How simple is that? Just like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like my content, don't watch my channel. Don't subscribe. You think I'm gonna be upset about that? No, not at all. Hey, different story for different folks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I can care less about you being on this channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, the folks that rock with me, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I really do. I ain't even gonna front. You know what I'm saying? But the folks that don't rock with me and they don't like my channel, hey, you can see the YouTube virtual door right there. And walk your ass right through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can care less. Be gone. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Dontay London will tell you the same thing. But I'm telling you, y'all, what he's doing right now is genius. And I don't think that he's going to stop anytime soon. I think that the numbers are going to keep running up. And I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. All right. So you want to discuss the topic or subject you think beneficial to your channel? Email me at acog757@gmail.com. My email address, search below. Say so G, signing out. I'm gone.